Good morning, students. Today we will discuss the chapter 3 in your second year. We have chapter 3, that is national income. So, what is national income? National income means the amount of value of total goods and services produced in a country in a particular year without any duplication. So we have to count it tells you that the total value of goods produced in a country in a particular year. That is called as a national income. Then the estimates of national income a financial years which starts from April 1st to March 31st. So in that earlier before independence there were several estimates of national incomes were prepared. Right. So the notable estimators were Dadabhai Naroji in 1868 and William Digby Finlay Shiraz or K.R.V. Rao. The committee consisted of again in 1954 where the National Income Committee was established and which was headed by Professor P.C. Mahanlobis and Professor Gadgil and Professor V.K.R.V. Rao, and they submitted their report in 1954. So, according to the estimates of national income, they considered that usually it is a normal year or a base year, right? So, base year is considered as a while calculating the national income. So the first report was started in 1954 and estimated adopting the normal year. So normal year means a year where there is no droughts, famine or natural calamities or economic fluctuations are absent. That is called as a base year. So national income is calculated taking into account the base year price that gives you the true picture of the economy. So, again, Central Statistical Organization, that is CSO, has introduced a new series of national income by taking the 2011 and 12 as a base year. And how the national income comes from the total value of goods and services produced in three different sectors. What are they? That is primary, secondary, and tertiary. We already know that primary sector consists of the agriculture, fishery, forestry, mining, etc. And secondary sector consists of manufacturing, construction, and small scale and cottage industries. And tertiary sector is also known as service sector, where it consists of trade, transport, communication, banking, all kinds of services that comes under the tertiary sector. So the national income means the total value of all goods produced from primary, secondary, and tertiary sector. Now let us discuss the national income at uh, that is the current year prices and the base year prices. If you take the national income at current prices in 1950-51, it was how much? It is 9,829. Same that 1950-51 if you take, and that year if you take the base year price, that is 2004 and 5, it gives you the how much the national income, that is net national income, that is nothing but national income, that is you are getting 2,69,724. Similarly, if you see in 1960-61 the net national income is 17,062, whereas the taking 2004 and 5 as a base year price, it is 4 lakhs. So 4 lakhs 11,519. So which is giving you correct picture? It is not the current year prices. The current year means that is during 1950, 51, 60, 61, as they are taking as a current year prices. But if you take in the same the total value of goods and services produced in 1950-51 and multiplied with the 2004 and 5 prices, you are getting 2,69,724. So this gives you the correct or true value of the economy, not the current prices. Right. So similarly, if you take the per capita income, how to get per capita income? Per capita income is nothing but national income by total population. So that is per capita income tells you the average standard of living of the people of the country in a year. So that is the average standard of the people in a particular country. Now see how is the per capita income in 1950-51? It's only 274, whereas per capita income is 7,513. So how the prices, for example, if you take the prices in current year may be like 100, if you take 100 and the price is 1, so you are the total value, a total product is 100 units. Whereas if you same thing if you take in the current 2004 and 5 prices, so the value, total value of goods 100 into 2, that means the 2004 and 5 prices may be 2 rupees if you suppose, so it gives you 200. That means the per capita income that has, it is lower, just 100 rupees you are getting, whereas in per capita income in 2004 and 5 prices if you take by the base year is 1950-51, you are getting 200. So this 200 gives you the true picture of the economy. So likewise they have taken in 2011 and 12 prices, so it is 7 lakhs, 8 lakhs crores, 985, right, 85 lakhs crores, 92 lakhs, like that. So it is going on increasing. So this gives you the true picture of the economy and true picture of the per capita income. So the national income at base year price is correct. It gives you the total value of goods and services produced in the economy. How the economy is growing we can know by using base year price. Then coming to the growth rates of national income, by same thing we are taking growth rates means in percentages. So how much the percentage it is coming if you take the constant prices and 1999 2000 prices as a, this becomes a base year, right? So here the per capita income is 2.3 and national income is 4.2. So per capita income tells you average standard and national income tells you the total value of goods and services produced in the country, isn't it? So we can say that the per cap national income has been reduced to see from 4.2 to 3.5, 2.9. So these are the worst years we can say, because during this period we have the China war, famine was there in the country, right? So much of economic disturbances. After 1991, that is LPG model has been developed, so there was an improvement from 5.2, 5.5 and 7.5. So this shows there is an improvement after 1991 resolution, that is LPG model. Similarly, if you see in the per capita income, it is slumped down to 0.6. That is a very um, depression period. We call it as according to Krishna Rath. So he has given that, he said that this is a Hindu growth rate. That during that time there was a the slow growth rate on the economy. So that is why Hindu rate of growth to phrase that is it has so much of what do you call, not a very healthy development. Slow development was taking place during 1950 to 1980. So he called who, Raj Krishna, Professor Raj Krishna has used the word as a Hindu rate of growth, because there was a Hindu social fatalism was there, the economy was slow, and the other countries are in the position of development, whereas India is in the position of following the religious and social pattern of society, domination of religious. So there was a more the development of this socialistic, the show fatalism rather than the development of the economy. So during that period the economy was very slow we can say. So next we have the annual growth rates in various plans like 1 to 12 plans. So same in the 5-year plans we have taken how much the national income produce, how much the per capita income. So 4.5, 4.4, 3.8, 2.6, 3.1 and 4.9. So again it is reduced, and in fifth 5-year plan again it was a slowly improvement was there, and 12th it is 8%. Okay, so 12th plan it is 8%. Similarly, per capita income 2.6, 1.7, 0.4 in third 5-year plan, and fourth 5-year plan it is 0.8, and after fifth 5-year plan only we have started improving. So this shows the annual growth rates in various planning period. So the planning period is started from the planning commission started in 1950, and the 5-year plan started from 1951 to 55 first 5-year plan, then again 56 to 61 second 5-year plan, like that the 5-year plans are completed. So we have completed 12th 5-year plans. So now instead of 5-year plans we have the Niti Aayog, that is National Institute of Transformation of India. Instead of 5-year plans we have Niti Aayog, right? So this is about the annual growth rates which has taken place. Thank you.